Welcome to the Cousins Cast.
Yo, guys,
All right.
We're going to be covering some things that's happened over the past few months, like the Apple Vision Pro coming out.
Recently, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then the Super Bowl. So
All
let's
right.
first talk about
This is
that.
probably going to be a shorter episode.
But we just want to get straight to the point. So, the Apple Vision Pro. Let's think about that.
Okay, so we already talked a little bit about it.
Yeah,
that was before it was released.
Yes.
And nobody had seen it. Now Marcus Brownlee, he's reviewed it. Yeah. It was you made an hour review on it. It is so cool that you can have you can be washing dishes and have YouTube open or have you can have a movie playing say you're laying down in your bed, you can watch it, look up, see your movie playing. You can see I wouldn't not do this, but you can set up your Apple Maps, say show your route in VR.
But that's
so
why
it shows you the turns, where you turn, how many.
But then
it's really cool. But I would not do that.
I would just use a phone. I mean, that's what they're for. But then I would think so. People have had I've there's been a lot of movies on dystopian futures, and I feel we're getting there. Not post-apocalyptic, but dystopian to the point where it's people. I've seen videos of people walking around with the street with Apple Vision Pros on, and it looks so weird to old people because they're what is going on? What are these youngsters doing?
Wait. Can you clarify that? You haven't actually seen people with those?
I've only seen videos of people in New York. They would wear that stuff.
It's just, I don't know. I cannot justify $3,500 for it. That is absolutely insane.
Also, I want to talk about this. People are always hating on I remember reading an article on the new iPhone and how people were going nuts on how it has a camera and has a calculator and they're all in one, and they were making fun of it. I mean, it was that. Think about it this way. Back in the day, whenever they released the car, people were still using horse, and they were oh yeah, we're not going to use the car that anytime soon. But then it evolved into people using cars every day. You don't see horses on the road anymore. I mean, yeah, farmers, or think of it like this: tractors. Tractors. Farmers are oh no, we're not going to get that. That can be useful. We have horses, but no, you don't ever. I mean, they still use horses, but tractors are a bigger machine, they're more reliable.
I'm wondering, say in the 1920s, did the older generation think what are those young uns doing driving cars?
Yeah. They're no, I'm sticking to my horse.
Horses.
Now, the thing is that so you were relating this to the Apple Vision Pro?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
We're kind of going off.
People think it's stupid right now. I mean, you would think the first iPhone is revolutionary, but then other people would think, oh yeah, that thing was bad compared to the iPhone 16. Think about it that.
But there's one big thing. The transportation was kind of a problem back then. But now we already have too much stuff that entertains us. We don't need more.
You know what? Yeah, you're right about that.
Here's something else. It's not Apple Vision Pro is not for everyone. As I think I said this in the previous podcast, but the way it's priced is not everyone will. If it's $500, that's closer to more people actually investing.
That's more
Okay, so
and I don't know how much further the Apple Vision or any related products will be.
Yeah. What I think will happen
the market
is in 2 years, Apple will release a $500 Vision Pro or something called that, and they'll be look, this is only $500. This used to be $3,500. So this is a justifiable reason why you should buy it.
Yeah, but then it's the Apple SE of Apple Vision Pros for iPhones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean
the lower price, but it does as much as the iPhone 11. But I mean,
yeah,
it's still the battery life. My iPhone SE.
Really bad. Oh yeah, and I watched this Ryan Trahan. I spent 50 hours in Apple Vision Pro.
Oh yeah,
he was struggling. So he was struggling to always plug it in because the battery life was only 3 hours. So you had to keep a battery pack on him.
And I feel it's weird how a battery pack is with it because I feel technology is so advanced that it would have a battery pack in it already. But I feel they're gonna advance it to that point, right?
There's such thing as Google Glass, which is a kind of a high tech product that
glasses with a screen inside.
Yeah, I know you're talking
a heads up display,
like Tony Stark type glasses, Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but it was there's other products on the market like that now, not so noticeable as I was.
Oh yeah. Also, it's not kind of relatable, but it's the same thing as it's glasses they're sunglasses, but they're made from Snapchat. You know what I'm talking about? And they have the camera on it, and it's a good 1080p, and it looks like you're like recording with your phone, but it's with the small, tiny little camera you see.
Do you have anything else on that topic?
Not really.
Yeah, we've covered most of it. So the Super Bowl. Yeah,
Sunday.
The Sunday.
Yeah, it was Super Bowl 58.
Yeah, I think it was one of the better Super Bowls I've ever seen because of it wasn't a big blowout game.
It was a lot of back and forth. You know?
Yeah. The defense on San Francisco just kept on shutting down. Patrick Mahomes still stays strong. So
Yeah, they're both very strong
Patrick
teams.
Mahomes.
And yeah, also I think the first and second quarters were kind of slow. The final score was Chiefs at 25 and 49ers at 22.
and then it went into OT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that touchdown pass. Oh.
That was really unexpected. I was not expecting that, but like it was crazy. But so people are thinking. So there's this clip. There was a lot of people playing back. So they recorded the Super Bowl like on Dish TV or something, and they played it back, and they saw that the Chiefs. So Patrick Mahomes, he went to go throw it, or no, he was getting pushed by the defense, and he was trying to get out of bounds so he could stop the clock. And he only went like 1 yard, and that should have been second down, right? So it was first and 10, and it should have been like 2nd and 8, something like that, because he gained a couple yards after when he went across to the scrimmage, the blue line, whatever you call it. But then whenever that happened, the people speculated that after 1st and 10, it went back to 1st and 10. So right after 1st and 10, it was 1st and 10 again.
What?
And then also, people saw that
Okay,
the
but
clock.
no way nobody caught that.
No,
Well,
people
no.
did. That's what I was saying. People were looking at the downs like, what? So then they played it back just to see, and then they caught it.
I thought they converted that one.
Well, yeah, they did, but there was one time they didn't, and it was 1st and down again. And I feel like they did that, and that I feel like the NFL did that, but I'm not saying the NFL is rigged, but it could be close. I think the referees might be a little bit biased because of the Ravens game. If you would watch people's reactions to that, I mean, think about it like that. Do you remember if anybody remembers that one time where the referee, he tripped Lamar and then they safetied it, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like that did not seem like accidental. I feel like the NFL did that. But I'm not saying the NFL is rigged, but I feel like they're a little bit biased. And think about it. Think of how much money. Just look up how much money Taylor Swift has made by being at the Super Bowl because of how much more tickets people will buy because Taylor Swift is there. Like think of it that way.
Wait, really? I don't think that has much influence.
No, it's had so much. She's probably made a couple like 80, 90 million. Not even kidding.
Okay.
I don't know how she would make it, but I think the money goes to her somehow. I'm not kidding. If you look it up, there's a couple articles that say she would make 80 or 90 million just by being at all of those games. And then she also, this was crazy.
I mean, it's kind of good marketing.
Yeah, I saw this at a thrift shop. It literally said it was Taylor Swift in Travis Kelce jersey. It was a sweater. So I feel like she's profiting off some of that. Like I saw that at Target too. Like I feel like she's profiting off the Chiefs. She's dating Travis Kelce, so. Which I think
that's enough on that.
Yeah, I okay, but just to clarify, I'm just to clarify. I don't think the NFL is rigged. I just feel like they're just a little bit biased on some of the teams, like the Chiefs.
I want to see some new teams, like some teams we haven't seen before.
But I do give Lamar. I'm glad Lamar got MVP for most valuable player at the NFL honors. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I saw that. I thought it was pretty cool. But I'm just saying the NFL is. I just feel like it's not scripted, but I feel like it's a little bit biased towards teams because they make a lot of money with Taylor Swift.
Well, I mean,
if the Chiefs didn't go to the Super Bowl, the NFL wouldn't make as much money.
Exactly, like if you think about it, like Taylor Swift is there, so
yeah. I mean, it's not. I think there's not really much about the NFL that's necessarily biased or slanted to one side because of their. Because like of how everything is set up, like the rules and the conduct and everything, but that's a valid point to bring up.
Yeah,
I think we could actually consider that as something.
But
do you have anything else on the Super Bowl?
On the Super Bowl, no. I don't think the halftime show was that good. Even like it doesn't make any sense. It was weird because like they do a lot of like 2020. I think they did The Weeknd. He's pretty relevant. But then like they did like Usher this year. Like he hasn't made music in so long, and then
I was like,
he just
what?
pops up. Like,
I thought it was gonna be Post Malone. Then
because they leaked that somewhere. But
yeah, so it's like Usher. Like when was the last time you made an album? Nobody even talks.
I mean,
about
Alicia Keys was there, but I mean, yeah, that's it. What do you guys know? What last year was the halftime show?
Rihanna, right?
Rihanna, yeah, Rihanna. She hasn't made music in a while either. It's weird.
Anyway, the halftime show is not the most.
Yeah, not the
part.
coolest. But my mom usually wants us to skip it because like who cares? It's just a halftime show.
Yeah.
Like, and I thought the commercials were really funny today or this year.
What was that commercial that you thought was interesting?
Oh well,
bro, that stupid catchy Temu commercial.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that. But the Temu commercials, they spent. I don't even know how much it was. You could probably look it up, but I think it was.
So it was like a 30-second commercial. 30-second commercial.
But they did it
cost $7 million for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and they did like two commercials.
No, they did like 3 or 4.
Okay,
but
I'll think about that. They probably spent $28 million.
Yeah, close to that actually.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, think about that's a lot of money.
They're making that much money off of
people buying their stuff. But anyways, I think my favorite commercial was the Dunkin' commercial with
Dunk Kings.
Yeah, Dunk Kings. That one was really funny.
It was
with
Jennifer Lopez. Who else was it?
Ben Affleck was in it.
Oh yeah.
Do you who else was in it? I don't even remember. I remember Ben Affleck was. I didn't notice him for a second, but
yeah, definitely the Dunk Kings commercial.
I think that was my favorite. That one was really funny.
Unexpected.
Yeah, that was kind of like.
The Dr. Pepper one. That one was funny. Okay, but. Yeah,
why isn't there any more Geico commercials? They used to be so.
Oh funny. Yeah, they used to be so funny. They bring the old ones back a lot, like the movie one, or no, like the scary movie one. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, or like they're running into a dark house or something. I don't know.
Basically, it's like Ice Spice. She was in like 2 commercials. She's basically just nobody even it's just really for product placement.
Wasn't she in?
It's not even about her music anymore.
She was in Starry.
It's just about a familiar face. That they use her.
I think that's a fallacy. If my mom listens to it, she's gonna be like, "Yes, Journey, good job. You spotted a fallacy." That's what I'm learning about. But it's a fallacy. I guess it's a fallacy of using a celebrity's face to advertise something. Anyways, not the point. Ben was trying to conclude it, but yeah, guys, thanks for listening. We enjoy having people to listen, and yeah, Ben, you got anything else to say?
Yeah, we thank you for listening to the podcast, and we want you to know that we always want to make a podcast. Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
but thank you for listening.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, opinions, or comments,
most importantly, ideas.
Yeah, ideas, or give us ideas. You can DM us on Instagram. You can ask us questions. Scroll down from the Spotify thing, and then there's a Q&A button right there, and
we're open to conversation.
Yeah. Yep. We would love to have some ideas because sometimes our minds are blank whenever we think about podcast ideas. Sometimes we just think of trending things or problems in a ruler or something.
And if nothing really happens, what is there to talk about?
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.